All right, give me a few seconds, guys. I'm getting the stream fully set up, and then I'll be live. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, everyone. Welcome to the live stream SafeMoon fam. And yeah, I do want to say it's definitely SafeMoon fam, not SafeMoon fan. I hear it all the time. I guess everybody's referring to this fan I have in the background, which definitely has its needs to be replaced 100%. But I do want to go over this real quick. As we can see on the screen right now, it looks like we have the AMA. People are starting to join in on here. And you can see everybody's listening. It starts in about 15 minutes. But I want to go over like the whole, Wall Street bets thing, okay? And before I begin, let me know where all you guys are from. I'm curious to see where everybody's watching this from. I mean, this is like a bigger live stream for me. It's one of my first like major live streams on this channel. So I'm curious to see where you guys are all from. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So Wall Street bets, okay? If you guys don't know charts, which some of you do not, which is fine. Wall Street bets, what they did was they got together, okay, and they seen all the short float that was in these stocks. Keep in mind, we can't short squeeze SafeMoon because there is no way to short something if there's no currently way to actually short the currency anyways, right? So what Wall Street bets did was they pretty much got everybody together in a group, and then they identified stocks that were weak, that had a high short float, that was going bankrupt, that wasn't going anywhere, because during the pandemic, a lot of these companies that required you to be there to purchase stuff was going out. Like you had your theater, AMC, your GameStop. You had to go buy games and stuff from GameStop. And, the country was locked down. You couldn't do those things. So, yeah, what happened was they identified the short float. Okay, they identified the opportunity to make a lot of money really fast because the hedge funds really manipulate the stock market. They short stocks all the time. Whenever they short a stock, what they do is they borrow stocks from the brokerages, okay? And then generally how it works is when the price goes down to a certain point, they sell it back at a premium and they make the difference between when they sold it versus when they borrowed it. Okay, and what happened was all these hedge funds had got millions of shares of GameStop, for example, and they were shorting the crap out of it, betting on it going bankrupt. And then you had Wall Street Bets come in here and rally people behind it. They're like, you know what? We're going to teach them a lesson. Everybody started buying GameStop, causing the price to actually start to go up. And then it got to the point where those brokerages did margin calls, and they called all that money to be paid back at once. So all them hedge funds borrowing money at that point, instead of them betting on losing it, now they had to pay money in to cover their short positions. And it caused the stock to go insane. If you look at this, you can see where it kind of started, and then that's where everybody was just like buying in, and then boom, it exploded. Now, if I can teach you guys anything and things you can learn, if you're doing stock trading and crypto trading, looking at charts, anytime there's gap ups and gap downs, it has to be covered. 95% of the time, it's pretty much covered. Okay, and by the way, I have coffee. Just where coffee sometimes makes it to where I can't even sleep. I love coffee so much, so that's why I'm hyped right now. But anyway, so what happened here is you can see they closed. It closed around, I think, was that January 26th? And then it opened even higher. It opened up around here, and then people sold down, and then it gapped up again, and then it completely went nuts, okay, all the way up here. And then people started panic selling. And then I think a big reason for this was Robinhood made it to where you couldn't buy. You could only sell. And there was a whole lawsuit behind that. Literally, it caused the price to press down. You can see we had these gap up and gap downs, but you can see down in here when people were trading, they knew, or most YouTubers that were going over this knew that these gaps had to be filled. So we came up here, and then we pushed higher, and we filled this gap right here. And that literally let us know that, this was completed. Okay, and then it just started trading sideways again. And then AMC had the same similar situation to where it hit like 30 or $23 and crashed. The same exact thing happened. They had it to where those gaps were filled. It always happens that way. It's just a stock thing. Okay, let me look at Bitcoin here. Let me check out some of the comments. Let me see where people are from. This is curious. Let's see. We have Israel, awesome. The Gambia, Texas, New Jersey in the building, Ohio, Slovakia, that's cool. Florida, Norway, Arizona, Scotland, Illinois, Halifax, NS, I don't know what that is, Canada, West Virginia, Turkish, Ontario, Canada, Belgium. Man, that is awesome. I don't know. I'm super excited to be doing this, guys. I appreciate all of you 100%. It takes a lot to run this channel. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Especially being a realtor, I have clients I have to show homes to and stuff like that. And the fact that I want to make sure I'm streaming to you guys or getting videos out to you guys every day to keep the community involved on what's going on, because people have jobs and, they're not in a position where they can work for themselves and stuff like that. Or they do. They just don't want to take the time to look everything up, and they want a clean perspective behind it. And that's what I want to do. So I do morning and evening updates. The further I get into this, through you guys' support, the more I can make it like a full-time thing where I can do more videos throughout the day, and I can start, looking into other options and other investments, and I can work on doing programs that teach you guys how to trade, how to read technicals and all that stuff. So let's see here. Utah and Wisconsin. Nova Scotia. As you guys can see, we're at 1.97 thousand, or I think 1,970 subscribers. We have really got to get up there to that 2,000 subscriber mark. I want to see it so bad. So if you're new here, hey, feel free to show your support, smash that subscribe button, and hit the alert icon. We definitely have fun here, okay? I have a different perspective on looking at this. I don't look at it as a business standpoint. I look at it more or less as having fun, talking to my family, and cracking up. We have a great time. So if you like being kept updated on the latest SafeMoon news, by all means, smash that subscribe button and come join the SafeMoon fam. Not fan, but fam. Okay? But yeah, let me see it. We're in Utah, Wisconsin. I will say one thing about this channel that's kind of hard sometimes is like the thumbnails, man. Like these thumbnails, like it's to get people to want to actually watch and to appreciate the content. It's so hard to get people here, and at the same time we have to like redo the same content at the intro. So I'm trying to come up with different ways to like do the introductions to make it where it's not just the same thing over and over again. I implemented the thing where you can buy me coffee. It like helps the channel, keeps it running. So I don't know. I'm trying my best here, guys. I know I tested a few intros. You guys said you like that. So I'm trying to get into that. Let me go in here. Antarctica? What? We have somebody from Texas. That's crazy. How's the whole mining thing? You got any more news update? What's coming out with the mining? With Bitcoin mining? Let me see here. I'm trying to see when this thing is actually going to... It's 11:51, so we have 9 minutes. So what have you guys been thinking about the news here lately? All these hints being dropped and all that stuff. I mean... I love hints. I like puzzles, but man, this is like, it's like, when you read something and people are hinting things, it just, it makes it more fun. It's like I'm chasing something all the time. And it's like people are over here trying to solve it like it's a puzzle. And I like that. I mean, I like the stuff like that. Now let's talk about SafeMoon's, squeeze. What's your outro song? You know what? I don't know what the outro song actually is. I actually had a gentleman, this friend of mine, make that outro for me. So I'll figure that out and I'll put that out for you guys. SafeMoon fan. I like that. I guess I make a fan with SafeMoon logos on it. You get it. SafeMoon fan with a SafeMoon. There's a YouTuber that does stock trading. He talks about this chair. And I guess I'm going to make this fan a thing. I don't know. I got to strategically figure out how I'm going to do that. I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about the whole squeeze thing with SafeMoon. Okay, so hold on, let me take a sip of this coffee, I guess, to keep me wired. You know, I need to really get a tablet so I can monitor the comments besides doing it on my phone. Because I have like 2 screens. So if you guys like look at my setup, like I have like this screen, I got this screen. It's like I'm having to like turn and look. But I'm trying to get to. The more I do this, the better I'm going to get, guys. The better the content's going to get. The more creative the editing and stuff's going to be. If you guys haven't noticed, if you've watched a few of my videos, you know I'm definitely trying to play with that. The better I get with it, the more engaging it's going to be. And I'm sorry about the whole ads thing. It's starting to add to my videos. YouTube monetized this channel, which is a huge step for me. It's awesome. I'm trying my best to keep it to where they don't put as many ads on it because I want to make it to where you guys can just watch it and not have to worry about that. But whenever you do watch an ad, it does help the channel. Keep that in mind. Even if you're not interested, it still helps the channel. So whatever. But anyways, back to the squeeze. Okay, let's talk about this. So I'm actually going to pull the article up here. Let me pull up Satoshi Street Bets. Let's see here. All right. Let me see if that article's still up here. If I can't find it, then I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm just curious if I can do it alongside of this. You know what? Screw it. I'm not even worried about that. So there's an article in here I put in the last video that I did where a guy was talking and he uses a lot of language in it. And you know what article I'm talking about if you watch the squeeze videos. And he's talking about the burn and, squeezing and all that. So here's my take. And I went over this in the last few videos. We need the volume. Okay. And I get dude, literally my comments are blown up because of this. People are blowing my messaging up because of this. Messenger and Twitter. They were saying you don't know what you're talking about regardless. I've been studying crypto for 3 years. I kind of know what I'm doing to a certain extent. I'm not a professional crypto trader, but I definitely know what I'm doing regarding reading charts and all that stuff. But I will say this. If on this video, any point in time, if they say that we're all going to get together and buy at the same time, it's going to kill us. I'm telling you, it's going to push the price up, and then and the news comes out, it'll push the price up, and then whenever that time happens, it'll crash. We don't need that kind of publicity. We need the volume, though, 100%. I see... Air copper place. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people saying that that's what they want to do. We're going to get together and push volume up. I mean, we need the volume, 100%. The more volume we have, the more the price will go up. We need to increase the amount of people that know about us. And the problem we're having, and I know everybody knows this, it's hard as hell to buy SafeMoon right now. And especially with iPhone. I mean, I have a lot of people messaging me saying they're having issues with the whole connecting their Pancake Swap to the wallet and all that stuff. And I 100% agree. It's really hard to buy. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that would love to buy SafeMoon, but they just don't know how. And most people don't even want to take the time to learn how. People are all about simplicity. So when that wallet drops, it's going to be a one. And I think in that picture I showed you guys in this morning's update where I was talking about the whole the plants, about the whole graph thing behind the plants in August. I mean, I think August is when they'll be released. I know there's a lot of people that put in the community post that I put in here. Let me show you guys. Pull this up. YouTube Studio. Let's see. Community. Where are we at? Go to community tab. Here we go. We can see when you guys think SafeMoon wallet be released. Most people said September, and I think that has a lot to do with the whole backpack thing. But that will definitely increase our volume. I'm just really curious to hear what they're going to say in this AMA. Like 100% curious what they're going to say, because I don't even know why we're doing this. I mean, maybe I didn't research enough. I don't know. But you can see the participants is definitely starting to increase. So we have 4 minutes left until it comes on. So I'm stupid. I mean, I'm stupid. I'm super excited. Sorry, I'm like wired on coffee, guys. You should see when I make these morning news updates, when I wake up like a zombie and drink my coffee. And I'll drink it black. So, yeah, I'm that old person. I drink it black, and then I get super wired. So I got to take like 50 takes in recording a video because I'll go on a whole other strange and anything that has nothing to do with SafeMoon. So, but let me see here. Let me see what's going on in the comment section. I appreciate the super chat. Awesome. Anytime you guys do a super chat, I appreciate the support. Let's see. Shannon Hudgens has said, "What up, SafeMoon fam? Squeeze thought it would take about $2 billion in volume to buy 500 trillion coins at this price. Thoughts?" So here's the whole thing behind the math my stance on the math side of it. We really don't know. I mean, this is a new coin. I mean, you know, until we get higher volume, more usage, and we can see what an actual burn rate is going to be when everything gets together, that's when we can start getting the actual numbers out. But everything's so separated. You have some of the exchanges that aren't even contributing to burn yet, but they're contributing to the tokenomics. And then you have the Trust wallet where you get all the burns working and the tokenomics working. So, I mean, right now that's a real hard question to answer. Let me see. But whenever we get more... when everything gets on board, when you get the burn and everything all together, that's where we're going to have better math to run by you guys. I'm buying the highs and selling on the dips. Am I doing anything wrong? Yes, 100%. I like to watch the charts. So if I'm day trading something, I generally watch until we push into an oversold range. If I'm watching it go up and I see the RSI is pushing up, we get up in something like this overbought, and I see this MACD starting to push down towards the signal line. Like let's say for example, I see that the RSI is over here in overbought territory and the MACD is starting to point back down towards the signal line. That's when I'll start to look to cover my position and then wait for we to get back into oversold territory to where I'll buy back in. I mean, it really depends. Trading is different. Belfast. Y'all find out like my personality is all over the place. I can't help it. That's just how I am. And it's just how it works. Let me see here. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing pulled up. Let's see where we're at. 9:59. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure that I have it set up correct. You are on listen-only mode. Okay. Let me go to settings. Here we go. Notifications. Play sound. Here we go. As soon as this thing comes on, I'll mute the mic, guys. What's your zodiac sign? I am 100% Capricorn. I'd love to try day trading, but I keep everything. Dude, I have a lot of investment in SafeMoon, like a lot. But I still have my portfolio diverse. If you guys want to know, like, what I actually hold, I hold XRP. I hold Cardano. I have a little bit of Bitcoin, not much. I have Ethereum. I have a lot of XLM. I used to hold Dogecoin, not anymore. I got out of all that, guys. I did not want to be a part of Doge anymore. I don't see any utility behind it. Therefore, I don't see a reason to invest at this point. I'm sure a lot of you have Doge. If you do, that's cool. Awesome. Not going anything against that, but voice chat recording. Okay. I'm trying to see when this thing, make sure that we're good to go here, guys. Love 88. I mean, I think Cardano is supposed to be like the Ethereum killer. Also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask it in the comments section as well, in the live chat. Good stop laughing when you said how long it'd been since we had an aim. It's been forever, man. Okay. Where is... Isn't allowed. I'm trying to... They always love to go live here. Let's see, release the A done. Okay. Waiting on them to start talking here. It's 12:01, so we should be pushing into this. What was XRP when you bought? I think I was buying the dip at 50 cents. I bought XRP when it was like at the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year when it was around 20 cents, something like that. I bought quite a bit of it. Okay. Okay, their volume's on, so they're not on here yet. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. What's your target amount of SafeMoon you want to own? I want to own about 1 billion SafeMoon. That's my goal. 1 billion SafeMoon would be where I would probably invest a little bit of time after that, or just take reflections at that point. I do have an exit strategy with it. I know that I only have a plan of selling about 25% at 1 penny. And then after that, I think at about $10 is when I'm going to sell another 25%. After that, I'm just holding for the remainder of the time. At that point, I'm just going to be selling reflections. So that's my goal. The voice chat for SafeMoon starts in about 15 minutes. Okay, so that was about 15 minutes ago. So come on, guys. They're notorious for being late. Here's what I'm very bullish on Cardano. Take if you are from Texas. What's your target amount of SafeMoon you want to own? Where are you from, brother? I'm from Tennessee, guys. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Good old country music. Okay, let me see here. Also, if you're watching this, guys, feel free to smash that subscribe button. Okay, John. Okay, we've got to find this guy. Make this full screen. Okay, so why we don't have nobody saying anything? Okay, let's see here. So there's all these mics are muted, so I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Nobody is saying anything on here, guys. It's 12:04. You think SafeMoon would hit $10? I 100% believe SafeMoon would hit $10. If you didn't watch my Binance video, Binance came on the market with Binance's exchange, and it started out at $5 flat. We have a new revolutionary crypto that literally is going to change the crypto space with letting people gain as a form of marketing interest on what they hold by other people selling. I mean, dude, people are going to switch over in a heartbeat. I sure wouldn't want to be holding on a SafeMoon on Coinbase or anything like that when I could be on an exchange making or gaining more of what I hold by holding it on there. So. Okay. This is crazy. Let me see here, guys. I'm waiting for this thing to come on live, guys. I apologize. They're literally taking their time on this. Hold on one second. Anything is possible.
Hello, John.
There we go. Finally. All right, we're going to go.
John, can you hear me?
Bro. This is
Hey, John. Yeah. I'm great, thank you. I think my voice chat's lagging out a little bit because there's just so many people that have come online for this. Can you hear me okay now?
Don't forget to show your support and subscribe, guys. I appreciate it 100%. Try and hit that 2,000 subscriber mark.
Awesome. Wow, I've never seen a voice chat like this before. This is the first time I've seen one on this level. There's almost 2,000 people online listening, and I just think it's making the whole thing, at least on my end, very laggy. But I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear me or if there's just like a long delay between what I'm saying and you hearing it. I can now. I was just explaining how this voice chat is crazy. There's 2,000 people online, and I think it's just making the whole thing lag and delay. This is incredible. This is like the SafeMoon army representing. I'm so proud to have like all you guys in the chat room. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. This is our first ever AMA on Satoshi Street Bets. And we have here the CEO of SafeMoon, John. So John, how's it going, mate?
They're having issues on the chat, guys. I think they're trying to make sure everybody's on it. I think this is the first chat with them on Telegram, so they're trying to get it worked out. But you can hear they're talking to each other, and it's taking them time to respond.
Okay, awesome. I really appreciate you coming on. You know, it's nice to meet you. And I'm not surprised you've been so busy. I mean, SafeMoon has been, in my opinion, the success story of 2021 when it comes to new coins. Can you tell us a bit more about this beta that you just mentioned? Because I don't think I know what you're referring to.
What is going on with John here?
Yeah, I think that is so true, actually. I think you've completely got it right there. About your wallets, will it be an app on the phone? Is it desktop? Is it free to use? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it because I haven't touched anything mute. So I'm about to see if he's muted because on my Telegram, on my phone, I can't hear him either.
Or, or is it too late?
So the beta signups, I believe, are closed right now. After 95,000 submissions, we do have a lot to go through, but I think we got a very good sample size and also a measurement for demand for the wallet. So we're very excited to present the closed beta to those who are or have been selected. And we really like to involve the community in this, because at the end of the day, if you're able to have a user help you shape, they know what they want. They're the customer, so they know what they want, and we're able to take that feedback and just make a better product than what's currently available.
That sounds amazing, and I'm sure it's going to be very successful. And thank you for sharing that with us. I think we should now dive into. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to say, so just clarification, it was 95,000 correctly filled out applications. The actual number is much, much higher. But, the team just told me of the usable applications. So anyway, but yeah, you're right. Let's go ahead and dive right into the questions.
I can definitely believe that, by the way, because on Twitter, I've only ever seen 4 currencies that actually trend on Twitter cryptos, and those are Bitcoin, ETH, Doge, that's how you pronounce it, and SafeMoon. So yeah, I'm not surprised you've got like a crazy amount of applications.
Yeah, a little fun fact for you: SafeMoon was essentially the first token to get verified on Twitter. So we were very excited when that Twitter verification went through. Yeah. So we're we like to think of ourselves as paving the way for these other tokens. But yeah, no, you're right. Let's go ahead and dive into the questions. A lot of the discussion will further on, as we dive more into these questions.
Yes. So people that aren't aware, we've got a subreddit called Satoshi Street Bets, probably unsurprising the name. And we ask for questions, and we're going to go through now the questions that got the most upvotes. So let's see. The first question was, okay, reading it out now. There seems to be a ton of work that was performed before the conceptualization of SafeMoon back in March. Can you speak about your previous relationships with Gambia and Papa's relation to Horde and the similarities? Maturity of a product invokes confidence, even if it's version 2.0 and under a new name.
Yeah, so that's actually a very I'll preface this with this statement. I really do enjoy the conspiracy theories that come out and just provide me some entertainment. But there's no grand answer to this. It's actually very simple. I've been involved with various projects, specifically in regards to the Gambia, since early 2018. Now all of those projects are actually underneath NDA. But I I didn't walk away, but I moved on to this project as it was, it was something great, and we can do a lot of good with SafeMoon. In regards to Thomas, our chief blockchain officer, his involvement with Horde, Thomas is, for lack of better terms, a wizard. And when you have a problem, you go consult the wizard, and he helps you out with that problem. And so he's been very involved in the cryptocurrency space for ages now. And so Horde was just one of the projects that he did participate on. But beyond that, that's just what it was. They had him come in and solve a problem for them. He solved it. And then he moved on to the next project. But Thomas and I, we've actually worked together for a number of years now. And so, SafeMoon was just kind of originally it was a smaller project, and then we hit the right sauce. Us and the other founders, we hit the right sauce, and it really exploded in a good way. But going back to the question, yeah, there's nothing grand. I've worked on other projects. Just like you've had, or just like people have had a variety of jobs throughout their careers. I've had a variety of jobs. Thomas has had a variety of jobs, but we've all been kind of in the same field, in the technology field. So
thank you for that answer. I think it's correct to say that people in cryptocurrency do love a good conspiracy theory. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's move on to the next question. This next one, there's actually 2 parts to it. It's revolving around fixing reflections and also potentially some kind of compensation. So I want to read it out now. Question. I would like to know the timeline for fixing the reflections, as I am on the Trust wallet and I'm getting bummed out hearing of a 4 to 6% reflection count, Bitmart. Whilst over here, I've got tons more tokens. I'm struggling to get 2%. Not complaining. I would just like some reassurance. I know it takes time, team. Keep up the good work. So that's the first part of the question.
Yeah. So I'll just answer both of those questions to begin with. SafeMoon is paving the way for these other tokens out there. These exchanges don't do tokenomics. They haven't really done tokenomics before. And me and the team, we worked very, very hard to get phase 1 implemented, and phase 1 is essentially the reflections portion. Now, when it comes to the burn, which is, the other part, the burn is part of, a phase 2 approach, but the amount of engineering and work that had to happen from both our team and the exchanges teams was astronomical, just to figure out a system where you could have tokenomics on a centralized exchange. And that was just from the technical side. Now the social side, the office politics, as you would say, side, there was also a lot of work that went into that as well. Now phase 2 is just, it's a lot of work, and it's actually a lot more work compared to phase 1. And so we currently have 3 solutions. While I can't comment on what those solutions are because it involves proprietary technology that we're developing in-house, we are working on a solution. But kind of taking it back a little bit, with the SafeMoon wallet and the SafeMoon exchange, we're going to have that system implemented. So I keep going back to the same phrase. Sometimes it's just better to do it yourself. And so while our partners such as Bitmart really work through their process and their technology to implement phase 2, we're working on our end, because we're always trying to do the best thing we can for our users and for our holders. So
thank you, John. That's a very in-depth answer. Just for people that aren't familiar, because I'm conscious of the fact we're going to have people listening that may not be that knowledgeable about SafeMoon.
Yeah.
Could you just elaborate what you mean to?
Yeah. So phase 1 is the reflection. Phase 2 is more of the way it would like to, where the way we would like it to function, where you have all these exchanges talking to each other to include the decentralized entities or the decentralized exchanges such as PancakeSwap, Uniswap, Sushi Swap, stuff like that. So there's a lot of work that has to be done to get these things to talk to each other. Innovation takes time. We move at ludicrous speed, but I wish we could get it done in a week. But sometimes it takes a few months. But that's just how the tech game works. What we've done with the wallet usually takes other companies a minimum of 6 months to do, and that's not even to getting a beta release. And that's we've done it in a fraction of that time. So we are moving as fast as humanly possible to work through all these. But again, we are the ones that paved the way for all these other tokens. We because of the actions that we took, you have these other tokens that were able to also take advantage of, a phase 1 tokenomic system. So, while it's not perfect, innovation takes a little bit of time, and we're working through the process.
John, that sounds very impressive. And I think you touched upon just the whole piggybacking nature of cryptocurrency. When one coin's successful, you get all the copycats as well.
You'll never hear me badmouth another project, because at the end of the day, a rising tide, raises all ships. I'll kind of adjust, a personal thing of mine is just the toxicity that exists between cryptocurrencies just baffles me. It's not SafeMoon versus Dogecoin.
It's so true. It's like, I find it so ironic because you have cryptocurrency. It's all about decentralization, being permissionless. It's
individual freedoms,
freedom, justice. Then at the same time, it's ironic you have like so much toxic behavior and negativity. Yeah, it's a very interesting space, cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but I definitely think that when we all come together, we can really change the world. I don't ever, as I said before, I don't ever badmouth legitimate projects. As long as the team wants to do good by their users and they're doing their hardest, good on them. But you're never going to hear me say a bad word about any of them. There was some toxicity. Sorry, let me rephrase. There was some fabricated toxicity and basically it looked like people were trying to start a war between SafeMoon and Doge, which just it makes me laugh because fun fact about Thomas, he was actually involved with the Doge 1 to the Moon launch, so he was an integral part in that, in getting that whole thing set up. And for those of you who aren't aware of what Doge 1 or Doge to the Moon or Doge 1 to the Moon is it's a partnership between Elon Musk, so SpaceX, and Geometric Energy Corporation, to send Dogecoin to the literal moon. And so Thomas has been involved with Dogecoin for quite some time. So we have no ill will towards other projects. It made me laugh a little bit when people are trying to fabricate a fake war between us. I'm like, nah, man. We want Dogecoin to be on our wallet. That's where I'm going to be holding my Dogecoin, is on the SafeMoon wallet.
Yeah, that's the way to be. We're all stronger together. I actually think the tweets on our Twitter that got the most retweets ever, I think, was a picture of Doge and SafeMoon together, doing a fist bump and going to the moon. So together is the way to go.
Yeah, no, a rising tide raises all ships. So
absolutely. Okie dokie. Let's go on to the next question. Now, this is a question about the SafeMoon card. Before I ask it, why don't you just give some details about what the SafeMoon card actually is?
Yeah. So the SafeMoon card is from the technical side, the SafeMoon card is something relatively easy. I'm going to use relatively and emphasize that easy to do. The more difficult part is making sure you check all the regulatory check boxes, so because we're a company and we're not an anonymous group and people know who we are, we're legally registered, we abide by laws, we have to work through our legal team to make sure we check off all the boxes and all the requirements. So the SafeMoon card, in a nutshell, is if you combine the tech side and the regulatory side, is a way for you to let's say we'll use Starbucks for an example. Walk into Starbucks and get yourself just a coffee. You swipe your card, and what's actually being sent over is fiat. It's not actual SafeMoon. So what happens is essentially it's your SafeMoon being converted to fiat. You swipe it. At that time of swipe, the way it usually works is it's a straight transfer of the fiat value of the SafeMoon that you swiped. So it's a way for you to spend your SafeMoon. And one of the things that we looked at was, well, do we implement the 10%? And, based on the feedback that we received from our own community, the majority, the large majority said, a 10% fee on that doesn't make any sense. So, that's something that we were implementing, but again, we have a regulatory checkbox that we still have to go through.
Okay, thank you for that answer. Have you actually answered the question I'm about to ask you? Let me check. I think you may have. I'll ask it anyway, and you can let me know. So it says, if the SafeMoon card isn't subject to the 10%, then what happens to those coins spent? Are they not sent to the burn address or the LP lockup? Will they be counted as sales on the DEX?
Yeah, I think I answered it with the last one. It's a conversion to fiat so people can spend their SafeMoon. At the end of the day, I'm not going to tell someone what to do with their money. I don't give financial advice ever. So if they want to buy a Starbucks coffee with their SafeMoon card, by all means, go for it. They can find a 3080, a 3080 graphics card. They can probably spend it on there too. If for all of you listening out there, if you have a hookup on 3080s and 3090s or whatever, even 3070s, let me know. So
awesome. Okay, let's crack on to the next question. Okie dokie. Please explain, how will we get down to the 100 million supply? And that's in capital letters.
Yes. So I will actually give a little bit of backstory. So where that number came from was so our in-house wizard, chief blockchain officer, Thomas, he was discussing some mathematics with people, and he used the 100 million as a proposed number, just for math's sake. It wasn't an actual number, but we are working right now with our quantitative engineers regarding rates and burns and everything like that. But to sum it down, I'm not a quantitative engineer. I'm not even going to make the claim there. That's just a whole level of mathematics that I've never gone into. But the long story short, in order to get down to any supply number, whether it's 100 million, 100 billion, whatever the number is, it's based off of the volume and the the trading volume. So
Yes.
so the more
Okay.
trades that are happening, the faster the burn. The less trades that are happening, the slower the burn. It's an
Yeah.
automated system, not an automatic, but an automated system.
Yeah, so you can't just like flick a button and get it down there. It has to happen organically.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
we were a fair launch, so what that means is we had to spend our own money in this process as well. So all the tokens that are in circulation are in circulation. There's no magical supply that can be made. I say that Thomas is a wizard, but that's even beyond his magic. So we can't just mint new SafeMoon tokens to cause a burn. It's just it's based off of the trading volume.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okie dokie. Let's go on to the next question. What is the anticipated launch date for the wallets and the simplex buy button? And I think perhaps explain also what the simplex buy button is.
So just like with the card, it's a way to spend your SafeMoon. We're right now working on a variety of ways. Throughout this whole process, when the volume gets to a certain point, what we've experienced is Binance having issues, the Binance Smart Chain having issues. We've actually, we worked with them. We had a major crash caused by the demand of SafeMoon. Where a lot of their BSC nodes, so the Binance Smart Chain nodes, went down. Everything was safe. The beauty of blockchain is it's immutable. It's great. But people weren't able to get more BSC when I say BSC, BNB, BNB tokens in order to purchase SafeMoon. So the entrance was kind of blocked. The gate got broken, or the highway broke, and we only had one highway. And so that's been a problem that we've been fixing, for a little bit of time now, bridging the gap between all the different networks and all the different people out there is something that we majorly focused on, because we want people to be able to enter into SafeMoon and not just be limited, necessarily just to the Binance Smart Chain. And you could use the simplex buy button as a proverbial bridge between fiat and SafeMoon. So that's in regards to the launch, as I mentioned in the answer to the earlier question. We have regulatory check boxes that we have to check. That way we stay within compliance. And so we're currently working through those with our legal team. In regards to the wallet launch, well, we've got the beta that's going to be put into the hands of our closed beta testers here very, very soon. We've got 95,000 applications to go through. And we're looking for 500 people. So that's a very large number to go down, but we're, moving at a ludicrous speed, throwing some more Spaceballs references there, but we're moving at a ludicrous speed, to get that number down to 500. And, we're right about to, start distributing out the closed beta. Once we get that feedback. So just kind of like a timeline, a vague timeline on what's going on is, you start off with a closed beta. We had signups that took place, and those signups, it was essentially a way for us to, rather than us go to a firm or go to, out and just recruit 500 people, we opened it up to the community, and we have to go through those applications. Once we go through those applications, we'll have the 500 people. They'll get the wallet in their hands. Following that, they'll provide feedback. We'll take that feedback, make any fixes, make any upgrades, make any, maybe change a few things around. Maybe they really hate the color, you don't know, but that's what a closed beta is for. And then following that, we move into an open beta. Based on, and the open beta, what gets released is a version based off of the feedback of the closed beta. So we release that out, into everyone's hands in the open beta format. And, we'll receive feedback from that. We'll make the revisions, we'll make the changes, a closed beta gives us a manageable sample size, to kind of, set the direction. And then, an open beta then validates, the feedback that we got, and maybe brings up more feedback. Anyway, so once the open beta is complete, we will go ahead and shut down the open beta for like a few days or so, depending on the feedback, and then following that, we'll release the full SafeMoon wallet. In regards to a specific date, there's one more milestone, one more checkpoint we have to hit internally before I can release that date. But I can tell you this: SafeMoon wallet is coming out very, very soon. For those of you who have been with SafeMoon since the beginning, #imminent.
Very impressive, John. Can't wait for that wallet. Sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're very excited about the wallet. Security was one of the features that we looked into. And so we partnered with a really good encryption company. Okay, really good is a really, it doesn't do it justice. It's significantly stronger in terms of encryption compared to what's available by other wallets. So, but yeah, no, we're very excited to present that to the world.
Sorry, it's interesting you say that, because a couple of years ago, before I created Satoshi Street Bets, I tried to reverse engineer one of the most popular wallets. And yeah, there was quite a lack of encryption going on there. It was very surprising. So I can definitely understand what you're saying about doing it yourself.
Yeah, and Thomas is a wizard when it comes to this stuff. And, he was happy with this encryption. He's usually very unhappy with a lot of technology, and that's why I'm going to go back to the same phrase. Sometimes it's just better to do it yourself. So, we partnered with them. We're working with them to integrate this, really good encryption into the system. For you encryption nerds out there who will understand this, it is NIST certified. So,
awesome. Sounds amazing. Okay, so we move on to the next questions.
Send it.
Okay, so this is the second part of the AMA. I'm going to present you some questions from the SSB team. So I don't know if this is going to involve like a bit of repetition. So if it's too much repetition, feel free to just tell me. So
all good. Don't worry.
The first question is up to this point, SafeMoon.
You broke up. I didn't hear the question.
Cool. Up to this point, SafeMoon has seen tremendous progress, both in development and in the community, respectively. Do you mind providing just a brief recap?
Yeah. So a lot has happened. I joke with a lot of
it's my
team
internet.
members.
It's really bad. The question is, up to this point, SafeMoon has seen tremendous progress, both in development and within the community, respectively. Do you mind providing just a brief recap of the
Yeah, I can provide a brief recap. I think there's some latency stuff going on. So going into the recap, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
John?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Even he's like, this is dumb.
Yeah. Unsurprising. I can, yes.
Okay, great. There is some latency issues, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that question.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So I'm going to go ahead and answer the question. There's some latency issues. Hey. There's about a 10 to 15 second delay between our responses right now. So I'll go ahead and start answering the question that you asked. So yeah, I joke with my team, in the crypto world, in the business world, you kind of run by quarters. You got Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, which is, a 3-month time frame. In the crypto world, I say, quarters last 2 weeks. It's a much more fast-paced environment. So a lot has happened in the little over 3 months that we've since launch of SafeMoon, the token. But no, we've made a lot of good progress. As we mentioned earlier in this AMA, wallets coming out, #imminent. We have some other projects. We're bridging the gap between a lot of these different ecosystems, and we'll have some more information regarding some progress on our SafeMoon Sunday this Sunday. But we started off back in March. We launched. We had a timeline that we thought was correct. But the growth was astronomical, so we quickly redid the roadmap, and then we started to innovate, and we started working with the exchanges. One of the first exchanges that we listed with was Bitmart, and they've been absolutely fantastic. Dare I say, leaders within the centralized exchange space. And then following the Bitmart stuff, we then had a plethora of other exchanges. I think we're up to 17, 18 exchanges, with 7 of them supporting phase 1 tokenomics. So anyway, we launched on a bunch of exchanges. We continue to grow. We are now at 2.3 million plus holders on the decentralized on BSC. But that's not that doesn't include all the users on the centralized exchanges. We currently assess the number to be closer to the 3 to 4 million user mark. But when we use our metrics, we go off of the decentralized exchange numbers. But anyway, we grew really, really quickly, and we while we were growing, we were also working on the products. And now this is kind of the SafeMoon wallet is kind of the dare I say, rocket launch of SafeMoon, the SafeMoon ecosystem, the SafeMoon platform. So we're really excited about the wallet. But I mean, to try to sum down 3.5 months, which feels like 3.5 years, is rather difficult. But it's been a great and fun ride so far, and it's going to continue to be great. So we're really, really excited.
I wish they would just let me speak.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, this is painful, guys. They need to let somebody speak in the community.
Astonishing. Did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams, when you first launched SafeMoon, it would get to this level of success this quickly?
In regards to what I expected,
is it still the internet? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, there's a little bit of latency. I just got your question. So I'll go ahead and answer that question.
We might have some of those latency issues come back.
Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna answer the question. In terms of growth, no, I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna try leaving
okay
in the chat and coming back in to see if it fixes it.
All right. With any first AMA, there's always technical difficulties. For the OGs out there from SafeMoon, you remember the old days. So
they're always still doing that.
There's always technical difficulties that have to be worked through, and it just gets easier over time, and the more experience you get.
Man, they need to let me speak. I'm not afraid to express my opinion, but I'm sure on behalf of the community, everybody wants to know what's going on.
Are you back?
Okay. Can you hear me? My Telegram thing so bizarre.
Yes, I can hear you.
But the entire thing has just frozen up. So I can't get back in, but I can still hear your voice.
Okay, great. So to answer your earlier question regarding to the expected growth of SafeMoon, no, I mean our goal is always
on my screen right now. All I can see is like a spinning loading circle. But if you can hear me, that's great. That's all I need. So I've lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
I was just answering the question from before regarding the growth rate of SafeMoon. So I'm just gonna continue to talk real quick and let your latency catch up a little bit. But yeah, no, we're in terms of the growth. No, we expected this growth, but we didn't expect it in 3 months. It honestly has felt like we've been on a rocket. Where we are moving at ludicrous speed. And one of the big things we discovered about ourselves, and the team is we're actually able to move at ludicrous speed. SafeMoon, one of our ethoses is do it faster, do it better, and do it do good. That's something that we abide by. And so yes, we do like moving at ludicrous speed, but while also maintaining a sustainable pace of progress where we're able to provide quality over quantity. We expected large growth, just not in the span of just under a little bit over 3 months. So
there's the chart. It's just moving slow, guys. But this is the actual live chart. I don't know what's going on here, but they need to let somebody speak because we want to know what's going on and information about it. And on behalf of the community, that's what everybody's waiting on. So they need to get this situated because this is trading sideways, waiting for some information. I feel like a lot of people are going to get really ticked off.
Can I just test if you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can kind of help close it out a little bit. So this week we've got a fun announcement planned. While I won't mention it, the specific announcement regarding what we're doing. We're really looking
between me talking and you talking.
Yeah, the delay is.
The next question. Just
You're coming in broken.
This is why I drink, guys.
Right now, it's insane.
They need to let me speak like 100%. They for real need to let me speak, guys.
In what? It's
so the connectivity issues are pretty bad right now. We can wrap it up and try to set a follow-on AMA when you're able to have better connectivity. But we've got a lot of good stuff planned for this week. We have a big announcement on our SafeMoon Sunday. We're really looking forward to bridging with you all and interfacing with the community again, and providing the announcement on something that will be launched. So we're really excited about that. And then, I will give Satoshi Street Bets, the community here, a little bit of an exclusive little announcement. I'll give it to you guys first. Hank has been promoted to Chief Technology Officer with the promotion of Thomas to Chief Blockchain Officer. The CTO spot was open, and we thought Hank was the best one to fill it, and he's been absolutely, killing it. He's absolutely fantastic, and it's great to have him on the team. the company is growing very, very fast, which is why we promoted Thomas to the Chief Blockchain Officer. But we're really excited. Really looking forward to seeing the community again this Sunday. So I think we can go ahead and close it out here, and then hit me up offline, and then we'll try to set up another one of these when we have a little bit better connectivity. So I really want to thank everyone. This is Satoshi Street Bet community for tuning in. I really want to thank all the SafeMoon astronauts for also tuning in. Looking forward to providing you guys a pretty awesome update. And I think I'll leave it at that. So thanks everyone. I am hopping off now. Take care.
Sure.
Bye.
Sure, thank you.
I'm just going to close that out. That was freaking painful, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't even an AMA. Like, that absolutely upset me, both as a holder, an investor, and just as an influencer or a community, part of the community and all. That really irked me. The only thing we really get out of that, to sum up that whole AMA in 5 seconds, is SafeMoon Sunday. I mean, that's it. Literally, that wasn't even an AMA. That was more or less like an interview, and that really ticked me off. And on top of that, I ran out of coffee. Like, I'm over here like, dude, we have people in the community wanting to know things. We're literally hitting the ask a question button. You're asking things about why did you get in a safe. Like, that was more or less an interview than it was an AMA. And to be honest, like, if they do another one,
Hey, John, are you still here?
Let me go ahead and what was that? So close it all out. I don't think that hardly anybody is going to be on the next AMA, because that was not really that was just more or less just asking about, like, they might as well just ask him about his childhood. Like, that had no benefit to us whatsoever. I mean, they said they're going to release some kind of a fun update or something like that. And the only update we really got was Hank's been promoted to the CTO. So yeah, that's irritating, ladies and gentlemen.
John hopped off. I don't know if
this is still going on here.
With your connectivity
Let me go ahead and close this out.
Oh, hi, William. Thanks for that. Yeah, the latency just got so bad.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Do you know if he's coming back on, or is he finished?
No, he said to reschedule if you can, and he said we could do a follow-up one. Once we fix any latency issues, stuff like that. He closed it out with a little update on everything, and just gave an update that I believe it was Hank or Jack. One of them got promoted. I think it was Jack got promoted to CTO, and then that was about it.
Where's this audio coming from?
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm really sorry about.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Here we go. God, that started. What? I didn't even care anymore. I was just like, dude, like, they need to figure. Okay, so when you invest in something, regardless whether it's going to be a cryptocurrency or a stock, 100%, they need to understand the holders. Yes, we believe in what they're doing and everything, but if they're going to do an AMA, if they're going to talk to the community, it's like talking to investors. Like, you need to let us know what's going on and give us, further reason to keep holding and anticipation. And that was absolutely stupid and a waste of a lot of our time. I think a lot of you could agree. But that really irritated me. They need to understand, when people hold something, they want to hear news to keep holding. It makes people want to buy more. So that's a big letdown for today. Guys, just know, like, when I do these news updates, I make sure I stream through as much stuff as I can to find the best information. I have a huge expectation there's going to be a lot of FUD come out over this. And I have a strong belief that the price chart is probably going to reflected. I seen somebody in the comment section was literally saying, I'm taking the reflections between every word. I'm telling you right now, if this would have been another currency and it was where we didn't gain reflections, if they would have done something like that, it would have crashed the price. That's insane. Just, I got better connection in Afghanistan. They just announced they are dropping their own crypto. Okay, I wish they were just pre-record. I mean, they really should not do live streams anymore because it's getting irritating. They just need to do a pre-recorded video. They need to get Thomas on there. Thomas is their blockchain officer. He has he knows obviously more about this than John. I think John's just kind of like, dealing with the operations. And then you have the CBO that's actually doing things. And that's who we want to hear from. First time they did it like this, compare the first live aid to what they do now. Give them a little slack, and it wasn't even SafeMoon team. Yeah, we know that. And I 100% agree. I mean, I get it. Their first AMA, I mean, they released information, but the thing is, they haven't done AMA in the past few weeks. And they said they was going to release information on what happened in the Gambia, and they was going to release a video. They didn't do that as well. They're saying they've updated the roadmap. I haven't seen that. It's like we just want some information. That's all. And, I'm just speaking on behalf of the whole community, not just, my channel, but the whole SafeMoon community. I'm guaranteeing you, I know there's people out there that are probably mad that I'm saying this, but a lot of us are disappointed right now. Everybody talking about squeezing, and then we have, the community coming together with Satoshi Street Bets, and all they did was pretty much just do an interview. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't think I'll be on the next. I mean, anytime I do an AMA, I stream it, but this is really disheartening. But I'm really upset with this, guys. But if you love the channel, I appreciate you guys 100%. I mean, I look forward to seeing you guys in this evening's SafeMoon news update. I'm really ticked off about this. I'm going to do as much research as I can, and I'm going to go over everything with you guys this evening. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You all have a blessed evening. Show your support and subscribe to the channel. I honestly feel like the chart is going to definitely follow this. They'll learn, but I'm still holding either way. I gain reflections either way. This was just disappointing. You guys can probably hear that in my voice. So, but yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys this evening.